okay with being the villain in anybody's story, and I will publicly say that.
Yes.
All right, y'all, let's be real. Not everybody who loves you deserves access to you. Welcome back to Disrespectfully the Gworlz. Today, girl, we're going to be chopping the cord, deleting the number, and leaving folks right where they had us messed up. Family, friends, exes, girl, ain't nobody safe around here. And we've got Destiny in the building, y'all. She's our first guest ever, and she's gonna help us spill all the cut off stories. Y'all better buckle up. This is giving petty, it's giving protect your peace, and it's giving do not disturb. So grab your scissors, grab your wine, pour up a little drink, get a little snack, and get ready for this cut off conversation. And we are live. Hey, everybody, it's your two favorite punks and sissies on all of planet Earth. Girl, I promise y'all, BB, do you think we know what we're doing?
No, they didn't kick us off the internet yet, though.
I promise. We still have no idea what the fuck we're doing. But we're here. They haven't kicked us off. We're here and we're queer. My name is Destin. I am your hostess with the mostest. It's not Dustin. Y'all quit calling me that shit. That's my twin brother's name. But I tell you what, though. I am here with what? With the loudest co-host on all of planet Earth. Co-host, can you please introduce yourself for the people?
Hey, y'all. It's BB. And the BB don't stand for boy barista. But I do spill the tea, though.
Oh! What tea you spilling today?
Us. You're going to have to find out.
I'm tuned in because I need the tea. Is it strongly brewed?
It is strongly brewed.
Is it like diabetic sweet?
Oh, diabetic sweet. Yeah.
Okay, period. Okay. B. You know what's exciting about today?
Yeah. Tell them.
The people don't know.
The people don't know.
We have our first ever special guest on the show.
Yes.
Oh my God, this is so exciting. Okay. Y'all, I promise you, this is the realest guest that we'll probably ever have on the show. Guest, please introduce yourself to the people.
I'm Destiny, and y'all are about to see why I'm the first guest, because I can get real disrespectful.
Oh, and I promise you she can. I promise you. So, just so everybody knows, Destiny and I actually went to high school together. Aside from that, though, our families have a lot of mutual connections, be it close family, friends. Girl, I thought we was actually very, very distantly related for a long time, and Destiny was like, no.
We may as well be. We might as well be. And BB, you've probably heard me refer to Destiny as my twin.
Yeah.
Because I'm Destin, she's Destiny. Yes. Our birthdays are like, I don't know, all within a couple days apart or something like that. Your middle name is Renee as well, right?
It is.
We got the same middle name too. You gonna tell me we're not twinning?
We are. Been twinning.
That's twinning them. That's twinning them for real. Twinning them for real. So no, we are definitely excited to have you on, Destiny. Thank you for coming and spending your time with the Gworlz. Now, I feel like I have to get this out the way because the people don't realize. I say all the time, y'all, when I was in school, I was in the closet, but the closet was made of glass. Destiny, how crystal clear was the glass on that closet? I need to know.
Baby, it was translucent as fuck.
They said, girl, I will never, ever, ever. So we were both in this class called Vocal Ensemble, y'all. Vocal Ensemble was basically our school's glee club. Y'all, I used to sit there and tell people, like, I just can't associate with gay people because, like, I'm a Christian.
And here I am in my head. Woo, 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 woo.
Oh, the call is coming from inside the house for real.
It was.
Oh my God, the call was definitely. How embarrassing. You know, that was one of the things when we started this. I said, oh my God, girl, all the people from school's gonna be like, oh, he's definitely a punk now. Like, he is definitely, he done turned it up.
Exactly, disrespectfully.
You know what? For me, I think it was more so like the way I used to go around and be like, I just can't associate with gay people because, you know. Because I did, like, I remember I was friends with someone. Well, I say friends, that's a very generous term, and it's no shade to them. I feel like I didn't have friends in high school, but
I remember, and then I found out that she was bisexual, and I was like, oh, that's it, girl. I can't be friends with her no more. That's it. I'm gonna have to go talk to somebody else, girl. Girl, it was just me and Jackie against the world in my head. That's why people are like, you didn't have no friends. Because like I go places and people are like, everyone wants to be your friend. I'm like, please no, that stresses me out. It stresses me out. It really does.
Hard pass.
It really does.
Hard
and they're
pass.
like, are you sure you didn't have I had someone, I'm not even kidding, within the last week tell me, oh, I just assumed you would have been popular in high school.
No, the thing is people knew you just didn't want to know them.
I was scared. I was I'm still introverted. I know people don't believe that when I say it, but I was terrified. Like, I grew up my like childhood in a very small country town in North Louisiana called Clarks. I'm not exaggerating. Population 600, including the prison. And so there was one high school for the entire parish. And from kindergarten through 12th grade, there was maybe 300-400 students. Not kindergarten. Why did I say that? From 9th through 12th grade, 300-400 students. So then I leave there. I did my 9th grade year there, come down to CL and start there as a sophomore. Girl, I walked in that first day. I said, hold up. Number one at the old school up there. I'll just say this, like even the town was segregated. Like all the black people lived in one area and they called it the quarters. Imagine that. And then but even then, like the town was not predominantly black. Like there weren't that many black students at the school. So then I walked into this school with like 2,500 students, very large black population, and just people are just different in this area of the state versus in the northern part. Cultural shock. Cultural shock. I was like, I won't last here. My first day there was a riot. There was like 8 fights happening. I'm looking around. I said, oh no, mama, we done came to the wrong school, girl. I can't. What you mean? I'm looking around. I see 3 people fighting over here, people fighting over there. I'm seeing police. The first day that was happening, after the fight, I'm watching police officers pick people up he was carrying this one guy by his head, like his hands were covering his eyes. He picked him up by his head and was just walking down the hall. I was like, now I'm sitting here, the way I'm explaining it, y'all would think we went to school in some crazy dystopian. I mean, that wasn't obviously an everyday thing, but that was just like a very intense first impression.
Every other day.
Yeah, and then I'm weak as hell, not every other day. And then like literally my first day as well, I'm sitting on the bench in like, I don't know, that big ass wide hall. It was like in the older part of the building. I forget what they call it. So I'm sitting on one of the benches in there. And this group of girls just came up and was like, get out my seat. And what the fuck I did? I got the fuck up. I was like, okay, I didn't know this was your seat. I don't know nobody here really. I'm going to go ahead and get on up. But no, that's just funny. I can't.
How do you have assigned seats in the hallway?
Girl, I'm weak. Because this is a different destination today. But back then, right, oh my God, right. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Everybody, we are coming into the first segment of the show, which is my favorite segment. And we call this segment, oh my God, get your life together, Destiny, and put it on the screen. Hey, yo, Miley, what's good? Exactly. So this segment is just all about, we like to start every single episode with positivity, guys, because some of the things we talk about, not so positive, but they need to be talked about anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and start with you, Destiny, and say, hey, yo, Destiny, what's good?
Life, really. Like, life has been lifing, and I've been loving every minute of it. Loving myself, loving the people in it, all that.
Yes.
I love that so much, because don't we like when life is lifing in a good way? In a good way. Because there is just something, when you come into a period of loving yourself, that will literally change everything. Like the trajectory of your life literally changes. You were going this way, bitch, you start loving yourself, now you going this way. Completely different outcome. And not only does it, like, I feel it makes obviously that person's life better, but you can see it on people. Like, it oozes out of you. Your confidence is different. And you were always a confident bitch. It was never given unconfident. but it's different. You're glowing, as they say. But no, I love that so much. I love it. BB, you over there being on quiet. What's good with you since the people last saw you?
So since the people last saw, I've been kind of writing more poetry, and it's kind of been like my escape from the world because life is lifing, but not in a good way. But we still here. We still queer. We're still here.
We are still here.
But
You about
the
to share a
poetry,
poem?
huh?
You gonna share something?
Later on.
Okay, Pierre's like, you better not wait later on this episode.
You never know.
He fake, y'all. He teasing us. He not gonna give us shit. Look, somebody go ahead and just get him right on up out of here. Boot him out the studio. My God.
But no, it's definitely been my way to basically spread positivity, like thoughts in my head, writing down on paper, and I shared a few on live. And that was impromptu, so I have a few up my sleeve. But it's definitely a great way to express myself.
See, that's what I was about to say. In case I'm glad you actually mentioned it, because I was gonna make sure they knew. Them poems you shared on live. Somebody in the comments said, "Oh, you write poetry? Write me a poem about XYZ." And boom, one of them, he didn't even write it. He just did it off the dome. I said, "Oh, I didn't even know this was a thing." I think I heard you spit your first poem like what, a month or two ago, and I was like, "Bitch, when the fuck did this start?"
Yeah,
you're an artiste. When did that begin? Because I'm trying to. But for real, when did you start writing poetry?
I've been had a niche for it, like since I was like a teenager, growing up. But I kind of like stopped doing it for a while and then got back into it.
So now we got a problem. I've known you since you were 14, bitch. I ain't never heard a poem till 2 months ago.
Since I was 12. Where were you the last 2 years? From 12 to 14.
Where have you been? Where have you been?
No, I was writing poetry in that room, girl.
That's why you was in there all quiet. See, we thought you was in there talking to the hoes. You was in there writing poetry about them men.
I was talking to. Nobody.
You was writing poetry about them men's.
About the hoes.
You're gay about the hoes, right? Literally. I'm weak as hell. I love that. So you just gonna sit here and talk about yourself for 3 hours, BB?
No. What's good with you?
Since you asked, okay. So this gonna sound so stupid. I got a coloring book. That's literally what's good with me. So y'all, we was on live the other night, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna color. I haven't colored since I was a kid. Girl, that's it. I colored one page, and I was like, I want to start coloring. I forgot how relaxing it was, like just with my music on. And girl, look at this. I went to Walmart. I said, I said, where's the adult? Yes. I said, where's the? Let me see. Some of these. Like, look at this one. I don't know if you can see.
Ooh, okay.
I know. I got two of them. I got that one, and then I got this one. This one's all
coloring
food.
book wasn't doing it.
The other one was not doing it. This one's like all food and shit. Ooh. And then Tim was like, see, I wouldn't have wanted the food one because I would feel like I have to color the food the way. I said, who? I said, if y'all don't take this blue slice of pizza out of this coloring book, I don't know.
Right. Thank you.
Shit. But no, I really am excited. So when y'all see me on live coloring these little pages, I don't want to hear it. No, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start auctioning off the coloring pages.
Okay.
Girl, the girls touch this page. Now who wants it? Do I hear 5,000? 6,000? 7,000?
You better sign it. Put your autograph on it.
Look. Put that autograph.
It's auctioning off poems with a signature.
I'm gonna put the date.
Girl, 2-for-1 combo. Signed by the girls.
Oh, look,
put the episode on it too.
Literally, I'm be like, whoever was on this episode. Oh, Destiny, let me ship this to both of you. Destiny, go ahead and sign this. Everybody getting a cut of the money. Everybody getting a cut of the money. And look, when they start auctioning back and forth, going, no, I'll pay more. We're gonna be the bitches with a fake account in there raising the price. We're gonna be like, 5,000, yep, 5,000, and then someone else goes, no, I want to do 6, 7. We just gotta be careful that we don't get stuck with it.
Yeah.
We'll raise the price up, but we gotta be careful.
Even if we do, we ain't gotta pay the money, so it don't matter.
That's true, but I want their money.
We'll just re-auction it. We'll be like, oh, it didn't fall
We'll
through.
say no,
It
or
didn't
we could
fall
just be
through.
like, you know what? We said that was an original, but guess what? We found another. We found another one. It was actually one of two. So we'll lower the price now to $49,999 instead of $5,000.
Mhm.
I'm weak, y'all. So y'all know a bitch got ADHD. Destiny, do you have ADHD?
I
don't
sure
know why.
do.
I feel like we all got it, and I listen.
We all on some kind of spectrum, some kind of
spectrum. I'm convinced, and I'm not just saying this. I'm convinced that I'm on the tism spectrum a little bit, and that's okay. But like, there are
Rhythm with
times,
the tism.
girl. Look, that's just a little razzle dazzle. That's just a little sparkle in your life, a little seasoning, a little girl. Listen, I'm not finna walk around here being boring, okay? If I want to sit here and stim out or watch the same YouTube video 600 times because it makes me feel better, that's what I'm gonna do. And I wish you would say something. Because you can be like, damn, I didn't know people with autism can come for me like that. Anyway, bitches with ADHD oftentimes get very obsessed with things, y'all. And so this segment of the show is called what, BB?
Weekly obsession.
Oh my God, it's the weekly obsessions. Y'all, like, he says it different every time. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what works, okay? I don't know. We're still figuring this out. B, what you been obsessed with this week since the people last saw you?
Okay, so I've been kind of obsessed with Caribbean / reggae music.
Ooh.
So I have a few friends that's Caribbean. I have a friend that's Trinidadian. A friend that father, he's half Caribbean, and I kind of been exploring their music. Me and this particular friend, we kind of listened to the music together, and I fell in love with it. I've been obsessed. Been a few dance moves here and there, even though I can't dance worth a damn.
You gonna demonstrate again? You keep teasing people, but there's no proof.
I need you to read some poetry while you shake that ass. How about that?
Thank you. Can we do some ass shaking too, as the waves rush in and out? Like, come on, interpretive dance or something. I mean, my God.
But yeah, that's been my weekly obsession.
I love that. Who is there a specific artist you've been listening to?
No, it's been a variety of artists.
Okay. Wait, where are you? Like, are these people recommending you the music, or are you just going like search up?
They recommended a few songs, and then I've been exploring more.
Because you know what I love? I really do love discovering new music. So when I'd find a new artist, and then I scroll down, and they're like other artists similar to this artist, I'm going to listen to everybody.
Yeah,
I love finding new artists. Oh my God! Speaking of, I promise that was not planned. My weekly obsession is Latrell, girl. Latrell. So we met this guy in a live on Facebook, and I saw him follow us on Facebook. Not Facebook, girl. We never even been live on Facebook. I saw him follow us on TikTok, and he liked the video. And I was like, who is this? He was obviously queer. I was like, oh my God, he's so fine. I love his energy. Like, he's just like, I want to be your friend real bad. And then he started liking our videos. I followed him. I was like liking his videos. Then we were on TikTok live one night. I saw his name pop up. I think it was the same day. And I was like, oh my God, BB, he just followed us today. Like, hey, Latrell, blah, 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 blah. All the things. Then he was like, I'm actually an artist. Like, I make music for the girls. And I was like, oh, yeah. He was like, I'm an R&B artist. And I was like, stop it right now. Don't play with me. So I go back and look at his page, and I'm like, okay, he has like pretty significant following on TikTok. I was like, this is interesting. And so we started just talking to him. We were vibing with him. And then he was like, y'all should let me come on the podcast. And I was like, so we do have an episode coming up with him. But I went through and was listening. So he had 3 albums already out. He's an independent artist. He already had 3 albums out under the stage name That's So Kid. And we'll put this up on the screen for if y'all are listening and watching. Look at the freaking screen. You'll see all his stuff. But so it was called That's So Kid. Girl, I started listening to his music. First of all, I love that I can like listen from his first through his 3rd album, and you can tell that it's like he's independent, but you can tell that like oh, this one's better than the last one, whether it be the like quality of the audio or his vocals or the lyrics, or I'm like, oh my god, like he's just getting like better and better. And he just dropped a fucking album yesterday, but he's going under the new stage name Latrell, which is, I'm assuming that's his name. I don't know if that's a stage name or not, but he's going by Latrell now. And his album is called I've Been Having Mixed Feelings. Girl, the album been on repeat since yesterday morning. And I had a terrible day at work yesterday. Boss, if you're listening, oh well. I had a terrible day at work yesterday. So I'm an accountant, and so like the first week of a new month is like our hell week. It's just not a good time usually. But girl, I was just listening to me. I said, hit me them little notes, girl. It was so good. I was listening to it while cleaning today. I'm obsessed. And I told him in the live, because BB opened up a song by him while we were in the live just to see like what it sounded like. I heard him and I was like, immediately, I know you're going to be my newest obsession. Like I'm gonna, because I do this with everything. I get obsessed, and like for 6 months, you're all I listen to. Like it's been,
No, for real.
It's been, I don't know, less than 20, no, a little bit more, like 30, let's just say 30 hours since the album came out, approximately. He's probably already going to be all over my Spotify Wrapped. I'm like, oh, hopefully it's not giving stalker. But yeah, so that's what I've been obsessed with this week is Latrell and his music. Go check it out. Now, y'all, we've come to the main segment of the show.
Wait,
what's wrong? What did I do? He's about to fire me.
Destiny, what's your weekly obsession?
God, girl, I forgot I didn't start with you first. Girl, Destiny wasn't gonna say nothing either. She was gonna let me pass her on up. See, really, this was a test. What I was really trying to do was see if I overlooked her, would my co-host do what a co-host should do? That's
and
really
guess what?
And you passed. And guess what? 25 cents an hour raise for you. Destiny. Yeah, hey. The other bitches got 15 cents. You know I got a 15-cent hour raise one time when I was working somewhere. What the fuck, bitch? I'll wipe my ass with that little nickel.
What you gonna do with that?
What I'm gonna do with 15 cents? Bro, I can't. If I work an hour with 15 cents, can I even get a one bag of ramen noodle? Like, what's going on?
Nope.
And then they'll be like, I don't know why people just keep quitting. Girl, you the reason people quitting. Destiny, give us something that you've been obsessed with lately.
So, okay, when I find something that I'm really into, I tend to fall down a rabbit hole. I watched this documentary on Netflix called Unknown Number, the high school catfish.
Everyone's talking about it.
Yes.
Talk about it. Go ahead.
Okay.
Let me know.
I don't want to give away too much without, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just because, like, the suspense is really there. Like, you really have to watch it. And it's absolutely not who you think it is. So when I found out who it was and, like, the show is ending, I'm like, man, I need to dig into this some more. Like, I feel like they left me, like, it was like a cliffhanger. Like, don't do that. If you don't have part two, don't do that. Yes. So, like, I started looking more into it, and unbelievable, disgusting. Okay, like I could possibly never do that to somebody. Watch it. Just watch it, because
I'm literally gonna stop the episode right now. We'll have to finish this later. I gotta go.
All right.
What you said is on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Unknown Number. Is there more than one episode, or is it just like one documentary?
No, it's just one. It's just one episode, and it's unknown number, the high school catfish. Like the gist of it is like a 14-year-old starts getting cyberbullied, okay, and she's dating this guy. Well, it gets so intense to where both of their moms have to like go to the school, go to the police, the whole nine, whatever, and it ends up the girl and the guy ends up splitting up. But like the fingers get pointed to a whole lot of people. You know, the cops are trying to, they're confiscating their devices, like really
They're searching. They're
running
about to
them.
start get warrants
Oh,
or something.
absolutely.
Yeah, it's going
Absolutely.
down.
So at the end, whenever they expose who it is, the whole time I promise you could be like, man, this bitch.
Oh, so they
This
expose who it
fucking
is in the end.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Girl, I need to go watch because I feel like I've seen you so many times. You're like a docu-series, like you like murder mystery, like you like creepy, like you want to see like some kind of documentary about some weird shit going on. I feel like I've seen you
Absolutely.
post so much about stuff like that on social media. Girl, I'm gonna have to go watch it. I might watch it tonight.
Yes.
You
It's
should.
I might watch it
good.
tonight.
Please give me the feedback.
BB, you want to
Right.
go live on TikTok tonight? I'm just thinking
Yeah.
about that.
No, we
Period.
could.
We'll go live on TikTok, and then I'm gonna go watch that unknown number because
Yes, it's
I
good.
need it.
And
I
then
love a good
that was
suspense.
that was really my reaction. That bitch. What?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Not that bitch.
It was literally that reaction.
Girl, because that like when it comes to catfishing, and I know I'm gonna like it because I love like mysterious stuff like that. But then I also love, I know it sounds like such a stupid correlation, but I love like Catfish the TV show with like Neve and Max.
Mm-hmm.
I love like even when they do like find the people, call them out if they're a catfish. Like, why did you why? Like, I just need to know why. Like, what was your
What in your head? What in your head went on to make you be like, you know what? This is a great idea. I'm gonna fuck somebody's life up for the next 6 years.
And I'm gonna keep them going for like years and years. And I just don't. I'm
Right.
just like, I need answers. They would have. Look, I'm gonna keep it real. If I was the catfish, you would have to pay me a large sum of money to come out on TV and say that was me.
Man,
They
look,
just be like,
you
yeah, it
remember
was me. You would have to.
You remember
pay me
that
a lot of-
episode, and it was like, bitch, you called me a fat ass Kelly Price.
Was that the one where like it was the cousin the whole time? Like she was trying to help them find the catfish, but she was the catfish?
Yes,
Yeah,
but I
something
don't know
like
if it was a cousin or a friend or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
You called me a
She
fat ass Kelly Price.
Because she would drop her, she was pretending to be a man. My name's Tony. Ugh, a fat ass Kelly Price is wild.
Yes.
Oh my god.
They wasn't
like,
lying, but
I feel like that's such a like pop culture moment now. So I've heard so many people say, "You fat ass Kelly Price." Girl, I just can't deal with it. I love that though. No, I'm going to watch that immediately.
No, it's really good.
Oh my god. Okay, so for real this time, y'all, we've come to the main segment of the show, which is called Let's Talk About It. Now, whatever the topic is for the day, this is where it goes down. We're not holding back, okay? Oh, you don't like us after we say what we say? Oh, well, okay? There are too many things in this world that need to be talked about that people just refuse because it's uncomfortable. Well, guess what, bitch? If uncomfortable things don't get discussed, it's going to stay uncomfortable for every motherfucking body. Like, everyone sees the big ass elephant in the room. So you telling me with your big old bug eyes, you don't see that big ass fucking elephant? He doing all the noise and everything.
Yep.
The elephant's name is Kelly Price.
Kelly Price.
Girl, what's up, Kelly girl? He said, what's up? Look, he said, look, you'll put the elephant in the music video, he'll start crying too.
Yeah, she was
crying down.
Crying. Oh my.
Crying down in the music video. So today, y'all, we are going to be talking about essentially what it is like to really have to separate yourself from people that you were once close to, that you were once, that you loved, people that you were related to. We always hear people now say, oh, my cutoff game's strong, my cutoff game's strong. I'm going to keep it real with you. My cutoff game is becoming strong, but it is something I still struggle with. I really, really struggle because there are people that I have cut off, people that I'm transitioning into a cutoff stage with. And it's something that I feel like a lot of it has to deal with my past and things like that, but it can be really difficult for me to cut someone off. And when I was thinking about talking about this, I said, you know what? I know somebody who, at least from my point of view, can cut a bitch off faster than anybody I've ever met. And not only do I think that she can, but I feel like I've seen you, Destiny. I feel like I have seen you publicly, and I'm not saying that you necessarily wanted to always do it publicly, but I feel like I've seen you go through so much publicly since high school, whether it be dealing with the public loss of people in your family, going through recent relationship struggles, going through family drama where you're just like, okay, I'm just cutting all these bitches off, and it's like people really don't understand. If you've never had to go through stuff like that, it is so fucking frustrating. And then on top of that, to have it basically come to light on social media, oh my fucking god, like that shit is so annoying. It's like, I don't know why we have to be here entertaining this, but since y'all are doing this and obviously I'm here now, bitch, now you about to hear what I got to say. And so I just kind of really want to get into it all, like the motives for cutting people off. What are you, the emotional part that you're dealing with, if you feel like you're dealing with that? What is it like afterward? Like, what, just talk to me. Like, what is your experience with cutoffs, and how do we get from point A to point B, and like what is that looking like for you now since things have happened?
So I'm gonna start off and say that yes, I do. I'm very open about things, whether that be social media, real life. I'm an open book at all times. However, I feel like in today's society, people always want to put their good on social media to try to make their lives seem more than what it is.
Yeah.
And I'm the type of person, I'm a realist at all times. So if you're going to see the good side, I'm going to make sure you see the bad side too. Just typically because my life is not always peaches and cream. I'm not going to pretend like it is. I've never pretended like it is. So you're going to see both sides of that from me. Now, whenever it comes to, having to cut people off, that could be a blessing and a curse at the same time. Reason I say that is because whenever you have bad dealings with people, you have to really take into consideration the people surrounding you, because they can also play a part in that, which I have experience with as well. So like outsiders coming in, maybe fabricating things, maybe persuading you to distance yourself from said person, or getting someone to even do that to you, but I guess depending on who it is, because I mean, I've gone through a time in my life where I wasn't speaking to my mom, my dad, my grandma, all at the same time. And that, I feel like that could stem from a lot of things, like misunderstandings amongst people. Also having a fucking enough. Like you can only poke the bear so many times and she's coming out ablazing,
and don't blame the bear when she starts coming ablazing neither.
Thank you. And I feel like I take a lot of disrespect, which is surprising, like
I was about to say that kind of gagged me just now.
I will eat a lot of shit from people until I can't anymore. And when I can't, I flash out.
Get the fuck out my way.
Yeah. Absolutely. And the fact of the matter is that I find, so I mean, you've been knowing me for half my life, if not more, and so I'm a very easy person to talk to, or at least I'd like to think I am. I'm a very understanding person as well. So, like if we have an issue, let's talk about it. You don't have to distance yourself from me. You don't have to give me a silent treatment, whatever.
Let's talk about it. Yeah, like just what's the issue?
Right. And so I feel like I take a lot from people before I decide, like I said, to flash out on them. And people like to see me flash out on other people, but when the shoe gets on their foot, it's a problem. It's a problem.
Like they think it's entertainment when you do it on other people.
Correct. But then like I said, when the shoe is on their foot, it's a problem. Oh, you so mean, blah, blah, blah. Okay, play victim if you want. I don't care.
I'm mean to a bitch I gotta be mean to.
I am okay with being the villain in anybody's story, and I will publicly say that.
Yes.
And yeah, we're mean to bitches who need to have somebody be mean to them.
Thank you.
We're not.
Thank you.
I don't think anyone in the world, in their right mind, would expect someone to just like take, and then not do anything to defend themselves at some point.
But I feel like there's so many people like that. It's really sad. You know, like I feel like there's so many, especially when it comes to family. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And you may as well, BB. With your family, you know, you get conditioned to just accept what they have to say. Let's avoid conflict. Fuck that. Because guess what? That's normally the ones that'll hurt you the most.
Yes. Speak on it.
You know what I'm slowly learning too is like, I like that you said that just now, because so many people do just want to avoid the conflict and just let it go. But for me, what I've learned, and I've done that my whole life up until this point, I'm a conflict avoider. But what I've learned is when I tell you that shit stews inside of me worse than any motherfucking chicken and sausage stew my mama cooked in my life. Like, and I do not come out of character often. But the way it makes me feel on the inside, if people knew, I would smack every bitch in here if I did what I wanted to do.
Thank you. Right.
Every motherfucking bitch in here. And I'm trying to keep it cool to keep respect, but respect for what? Why am I trying to keep respect for people who
are not respecting you?
It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to me. BB, what about BB? Are you a conflict avoider, or are you gonna call that bitch out? What's going on?
So I kind of like let it brew in my mind, which in some instances, like it's best that I just keep it to myself, because y'all don't know what I'm capable of. And I will slap anybody in this room. I will like hurt you, but to avoid myself getting into trouble, because I have things that I want to do in life, things that I'd rather just keep it to myself. But it gets to a point where you have to call a motherfucker out, because like you mentioned, Destiny, they're going to keep poking and expect you not to react. And then when you blow up on them, then you're the problem.
Yeah. And guess what? Be the problem.
Yeah, be the problem. People's fucking problem. That's a lot of people's fucking problem.
I feel like I'm starting to realize that too. Is like, that's why I put that clip on TikTok the other day. Like, and I even said, like, I'm talking to myself because I still struggle with this, but it is okay for people not to like you. I do not have to be liked by. That's not why I'm here. We're not here to be liked by people. And I don't mean the show, like people watching. I mean like family, actual friends in real life. I'm not here to be liked, because something that I really struggle with is like, in my family specifically, foundational. This is not a difference of I think they should raise taxes or not. I mean like foundational political differences in the fact that they believe certain people should not have basic human rights. I can't fuck with you. Oh, well, that's just my opinion. That's not an opinion. That's not an opinion. Or,
that's ignorance.
Correct. Willful ignorance at that. And it's like, that's not an opinion, that's hate. Because first of all, that's me. You're talking about people like me in those categories. You're talking about people that my children will be, people that an entire half of my family is. You know, it's like, oh, you have an issue with black people. Bitch, my children will be biracial at a minimum, but we're probably going to adopt black children. My man is black. Not half of his family. His family's black, which means half my family's black. And it's like, there comes a point where it's like, this is not a difference of opinion. This is you think differently about me as a person. And you know what? I'm sick and tired. And people, here's the crazy part. People in my family who may watch the show, I mean, y'all can watch all you want, are probably gagged right now. What is he talking about? Well, we love him. Destiny, I want you to tell, when you are and maybe this isn't you, but maybe it is. I feel like I'm the other in my family. Like, I feel like I'm the outsider.
I'm the black sheep. I am the black sheep.
But you know what's crazy? They will tell you I'm the star of the show, and I'm like, I'm not.
Yep.
Just because I come around and I'm the clown and you laugh and I'm ha ha hee hee cackle cackle.
I'm doing this so I can avoid y'all.
Correct. Bitch, I can feel it. right? You can
Mhm.
say what you want. And I'm not saying that they don't think I'm fun. And like, I'm not here to be funny, but I'm just saying, like, when I'm there, it's like everyone's like, oh my God, that's sincere, that's sincere. I still feel like the black sheep of the family. You can feel it. You can tell. I can tell that when I walk out of a room. People are like, I can't believe he voted for blah, blah, blah. I can't believe he believes in blah, blah, blah. Like, it's like everything. And for me, and maybe I'm going off in tangents in the wrong direction here. I don't know. For me, I feel like I have nothing but surface level relationships with most people in my family.
That's the
Very
best way to
surface
be.
level, because I don't know how to have a deeper relationship with someone who has such foundational core value differences.
And
I just
hate.
don't get it. And hate over some dumb shit. You mad that I'm
It's
sucking dick in the
2025.
bedroom? You
Right.
mad
It's
I'm sucking dick in the
2025.
bedroom? Right.
Guess what? Their husband's probably sucking dick in the bedroom too.
Not probably.
Mm.
That's the most
It
definite.
is.
And if he ain't
It
sucking the
is,
dick, he's
girl.
watching the dick sucking on his phone while he's jerking off
Taking
somewhere,
it in his
girl.
booty. Taking that dick in his booty.
Those are always the one, I swear. And look, we just proved the own example. When I was in school, I said, I just can't associate with those people. Girl, I was the people. Like,
But
I was the people.
you have to think like you were conditioned that way.
Of course.
I mean, like, okay, so when I was growing up, I was, raised in a very religious household.
Mhm.
Surprise.
Surprise.
And was forced to go to church every Sunday and Wednesday. And as I grew older, I kind of, ventured out, started doing my own research on things, and I'm like, man, like, it's my own people I have to worry about. It's not these people they're warning me about or trying to keep me away from. It's them. That's the problem.
Yeah. It's
Won't have to
crazy,
go any
like,
further than that, but
right. It's always those people. And there are so many things I struggle with, because we were just talking about right before you got on some tea, very, very strongly brewed tea, if you will. But it's like something we find all the time, especially when it comes down to any sort of trauma, is people just want you to let it go. That's over. No, bitch. It still affects
here's
me
the
today.
rug. Let's go underneath it.
Yeah, pick that rug up, dust that bitch off, and then throw the motherfucker away, because
Thank you.
get a dustpan. We're getting all the dust, and I might just sprinkle it on the couch that you sit on.
Thank you. Because guess what? We almost in 2026. We ain't suppressing no trauma anymore. It's time to face it, and it's time to heal, and it's time to grow. And people don't understand that. If you suppress it, guess what? You're gonna stay stagnant. You're not going anywhere.
Yeah. And it's you're not going anywhere. You're gonna stay stagnant, and then the cycle just repeats, because then it's like, like people
generational.
People really dealing with things like this. Oftentimes, things are changed by people speaking out. You would be surprised how many times, and it doesn't even have to be anything big. It can be the smallest things, and I'm like, oh my God, I thought I was the only person in the world who had that happen, or who felt this way about. And like, you, especially like when TikTok first came around, everybody say y'all put way too much on TikTok. No, fuck that. I like that people put way too much of their own drama. Now, not coming on there to be messy per se, but to go out and be like, yo, I've been through XYZ, and I'm like, oh my God, so we're not the only ones out here,
right?
People just don't fucking talk about it. And then when it's like, I don't want to associate with this person anymore. I don't want to. Oh, you know what I just thought? This is the most frustrating part. Y'all see the ADHD kicking out? I know I'm bouncing around. When stuff like this starts happening and you want to call people out, or you want to say, hey, this relationship, the way it's going between me and you, it's not working. So either it's going to change in this way, or I just can't fuck with you. And that's not even to say necessarily every time that it means I'm telling you you're a bad person. That just means if this is who you are and this is who I am, the two can't really coexist in harmony. I can't fuck with you. Right. I can't fuck with you. And then what people always say is, well, that's still your mama. Well, that's still your daddy. Well, that's still your family. Well, girl, y'all was friends for 15 years. BB, I know you heard some of this shit. Well, y'all was friends for 15 years. Okay. Just because there is a history
doing no
doesn't
guilt
mean
tripping and no gaslighting.
no guilt tripping, no gaslighting. And it's just like, you don't get to do that. Like, just because we share the same DNA means I have to keep an unhealthy relationship with this person.
Exactly. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. And I'm glad that you mentioned it. I've heard that countless of times. Just because we're family don't mean I have to sacrifice my well-being for you, because you wouldn't do it for me. So
Right.
it's a lot of selfishness that comes into play with that, because like, and we're as adults, we make a conscious decision. We don't think irrationally. So if I make a decision not to mess with you, it's for my well-being, for the people around me well-being, but most importantly, my well-being.
No,
so my decision is not based on what y'all think.
It's not,
because I have the facts. Like,
and you know what I just thought of? You said the phrase, I might fuck it up, but you basically said, I'm going to do what's best for me. And you know what I hate with the passion when you say that and people go, well, that's selfish. Yeah, we should be fucking selfish. We should. Look, I love that Destiny keep getting close, girl. She said, the fuck?
Yes.
We should be so. Should we not do what's best for us?
Well, if it's my life, I'm going to do what makes me happy, regardless of what that is. Regardless of who that includes.
My life. In the sunshine.
Exactly. And people act like the relationship that you had with them was all peaches and cream. People only see what's put on social media or but behind closed doors, the relationship was non-existent, to be honest.
Thank you. And another thing that a lot of people fail to realize nowadays, no one is entitled to you, your time, or your peace. No one.
That's where I was about to get into.
Exactly.
Because BB, you said, fuck, it just left my brain. But you said something like, basically like, well, y'all had this good relationship. It doesn't matter. In fact, it doesn't matter if I don't have a reason for wanting to cut you off. If I say, you know what, I'm entering into this era of my life, and that era of my life,
you don't benefit.
You do not fit in it. I don't even owe you an explanation. I'm still working on that too. I don't owe you an explanation for it either. Maybe I can just walk away. Now, I do want to get into, because I keep saying I'm doing this. I'm kind of half-assed doing it, because it's something I really struggle with. I mean, I was very sheltered growing up. I didn't really have friends growing up. And I feel like, growing up like you, I grew up in a very religious household. What denomination were you growing up at that age?
It was just Christian. Like, I was raised in Church of Christ.
Okay. Girl, we were always in some crazy Baptist church.
Yeah, so the religion kind of coincides with Baptist.
Okay, perfect. So very relatable. So very strong religious Baptist household. Obviously very Republican, very conservative in every way that you can imagine. Mm-hmm. And things like, I remember my father looking at me and saying, if you ever bring a black girl home, I'm going to kick you out. And I'm just like, damn, I'm sucking black dick.
So guess what? He brought a black man home.
And they wanted to wonder when I did come out, the day that I came out, I waited until, and this is a PSA to any young queer people out here. You will always hear me say, you just need to be yourself, be yourself, be yourself. If you are not if you're 18, living with your parents, you have no money, your safety's in jeopardy, I'm not talking to you when I say that. I did not come out to my family until I was able to look at them and say, obviously everything y'all assume about me is true, and I'm moving out tomorrow. And they were like, huh? Well, we kind of figured after, all this time, and because I was with my boyfriend at the time, and they thought he was my best friend, and this, that, and the third. Well, girl, everybody knew, but that's not the point. The point is that they were gay. They were like, what do you mean you're moving out tomorrow? And I'm like, well, I have a vivid memory of you saying, if you bring a black girl home, I'm kicking you out. And I'm dating a black boy, which is way worse. And now you're gagged that I'm leaving. And I really struggle when it comes to, and to kind of circle back, what I still to this day struggle with is the cutoff. And I know that sounds stupid. Like that's the main event, Destin, is the cutoff. And something that I told my current boyfriend recently was, there's another person that I'm like, I just don't know. Like, I just don't know if I'm ready to do that. And then I start crying, and he's like, why are you crying? And I'm like, because I'm about to start crying right now. Sorry, y'all. I stopped taking antidepressants not too long ago, and now I'm back to being
Me
a crybaby
too.
bitch.
Me too.
And guess what? I love to cry, though. I just don't like crying in front of people. So if I start crying, just look away, girl.
That's okay.
I'm
That's
just
okay.
playing. I do like to cry, but the stopping it makes me realize how much I really was crying. But anyway.
Just raw dog in life.
Look, raw dogging it. We'll use the tears as lube when we fuck these bitches up.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I just made that up on the fly.
Period.
But something I was telling him was, for me, what's difficult. He was like, why are you crying? I said, because what I'm realizing is like, I am very close to having cut off everyone in my family. And I'm like, if I cut that person, and I'm like, mind you, there is a pretty foundational difference. It's hard for me to explain. I don't want to get into too much of the details on it, but it's like, if I do that, then I've almost cut everyone off. And I'm like, that is so, it's for me, it is so isolating when I lived my life feeling so isolated. Now, don't get me wrong. I have some chosen family now. My current boyfriend's family, damn, I feel like they're my family more than my family's my family. And it's because of how they make me feel when I walk into a room. It's because when I walk into a space, I feel like I'm part of they make me feel like I'm part of their family. And my
You
family
feel seen for who you are and not for who they want you to be.
And not just seen, but celebrated. Really And guess what? I know that some of them still have, they may be like, we're churchy, we don't really believe in the gay, but baby, live your life. If this is you and Tim happy, then live your life. That's fine. Do what you do. But it's like, when I walk into a room and those people make me feel seen, they make me feel celebrated for who I am. And it makes me realize the vast difference that I feel with my family. But I still just have this where I'm like, I don't know how to cut everybody off because I feel like I lived my whole life isolated. And now I feel like I feel like I'm the one choosing the isolation almost. And I know that it's like, I still have other people, but I don't, like you said earlier, there was a point in your life where you weren't speaking to your mama, your grandma, all these people all at once. And it's like, those are the people you're supposed to be able to go to. Those are the people who, when the world turns their back on you, they're supposed to be in your corner. Even if they're saying, baby, you was wrong, but I'm not leaving, right? I'm still here.
Right.
We need to talk about this because you was wrong, but I'm still here. Those are the people that they're supposed to always be there. And so for me, it's just like, I don't know. Tell me something. I don't know. Like, is it hard for you when you're doing that? Or are you just like stone cold face, like, fuck it, I'm done. I don't give a fuck.
So I will say it's like really bittersweet. It can be difficult. However, I am the type of person, I could be in the same room with a bitch that don't like me, and I'm not phased. I am very much unbothered because what you gonna do besides nothing? And I can be in the presence of somebody I don't really fuck with, and I'll look straight through them. It's nothing to me. I can literally hey boo.
Hey boo.
No, but like I can act like someone doesn't exist. I mean, I literally. So I went 7 years without talking to my dad. Had to be at functions with him because I do have 2 brothers with him. So we had to be at functions. I didn't talk to his mother as well. And then with my mom, we didn't talk for almost 2.5 years. I didn't talk to her mother either. I cut her mother off literally like 2 weeks after my grandfather passed away. Just because of disrespect. Like, so for instance, going back, like kind of piggybacking on what you said earlier, my dad had brought up to me when I was younger, I'd rather you bring home a woman than bring home a black man. So guess
Funny
what?
How we're
I
brought up in the same type of households, and
brought them all home.
Right.
All of
We're bringing
them.
the black girls, the women, and
anything
the
in
black
between.
And the theys and the
All of
thems and the
it.
girls and the
All of it.
gays. All of them.
All of it. So that was kind of like part of the issue like between my dad and I, and also the fact that like I had enough of emotional turmoil since I was a child,
Yeah.
and I really needed time to heal. And there's never any duration that should be placed on your healing, so don't let anyone ever make you feel that way. If you need 2 minutes, 2 days, 2 months, 2 years, 2 decades, who gives a fuck? Do what is best for you, because at the end of the day, that's all you really have.
Yeah.
Is yourself.
And I'm gonna even enforce that statement. This is literally going for me anyway. I can't speak for everybody in this episode, but I will say, from a personal standpoint, that goes for my romantic relationship. That goes for everyone. I am here doing what I need to do for me.
Yes.
I don't care if I got a husband. I will do what's best for me. And you know, I've even talked to, and I'll promise I'm not trying to cut you off too bad, but like I've even told my boyfriend, like, I will do what's best for me. And he's the same way. So it's like, bitch, if we get to a point where this is not, we can just go separate ways. It don't have to be all that.
Absolutely.
I promise you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
But
Right.
okay, so going back to that. So I know that you kind of, you brought up, it's no news to anyone. I'm divorced, whatever.
Oh, yeah. Woo,
but
flashing arrows, no one gives a fuck.
Right, but
except for the bitches who like keeping up with
when-
Destiny's life on social media for whatever reason, following every little
And for
fucking thing
what?
that happens
And for
to
what?
go report it to the goddamn TMZ news.
And for what, bitch? I ain't shit.
She's
My
not
life
the
is
one
boring.
living her life, as if you're not the one living it. Like you don't. They reporting on you like you don't know what's going on. Bitch, you were
And
there.
Thank you. And it's weird because like people really will make up a narrative to try to make you seem, a lot worse than what you are. And look, I will be the first one to admit, I will take accountability 100%. I'm not always a great person.
Yeah, me either.
If you go low, I'm going straight to hell.
When they go low, I go lower.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right. And I'm gonna be the lowest in the room.
Right. And I feel like that situation, like a lot was said afterwards. A lot of outsiders, like I said, influenced the situation, opened their mouths, got involved. But you need to be worried about yourself. How about that? Don't worry about what's going on in my life. Go worry about what's going on with your wife and why your wife is in other people's phones.
Exactly.
Go tell your wife to go submit to a DNA test because her youngest child ain't for her baby daddy.
Exactly. Speak on it. It's the people that have the most to say have the most drama. And they worry about
divorce, but you worried about me. But you worried about me.
Husband. Your children are not for the man that you're claiming, but you're worried about.
Oh, it ain't a husband. She married to a bitch now, but her last child is not for the baby daddy.
Well,
but you got to pay child support. Imagine that.
Oh, not you about to go to jail for fraud, Buki, if caught.
But you know, it's the most to say.
I just hate that because, like,
But wait, smiled in my friend.
Go ahead.
Smiled in my face. Smiled in my face was my friend. Was my friend. But then you pull some shit behind my back.
See, and every time I sit back, because right now I have a very, very small circle of friends. Those friends I would say are chosen family. I mean, BB's one of them, but I would never look at BB and be like, that's my friend. Like, we say we're brothers because we are, like, he really is chosen family. And it's like so many times I sit back and I look at people who have all these friends and I'm like, gosh, sometimes I wish I had that. And then I hear people you all the time. I always hear people like you, and it's like, no, thank you. I'm actually perfectly fine sitting in my house with a candle,
minding my fucking business,
a TV show, a Chipotle burrito, and like minding my business.
And my rolls on the side, bitch. With my rolls on the side.
Yeah. Oh, come on. And you know what though? God, that's peaceful. I would
And it
much
is.
rather peace. And that's the thing too that I'm really coming to accept is like, yeah, maybe cutting people off, maybe, you know, distancing yourself from these people forces you into a state that's closer to isolation. And even if that stays true, I feel like the peace is probably worth the isolation. Now, you can't be alone
Yes and no.
forever. Exactly, right? I think that you have to find chosen family if your family's not the people for you. I think you have to, even, I'm not saying 10 people, but you know, you got to have somebody there for you. You got to have somebody that you can pick up the phone and say, bitch, this just fucking happened. And I need to tell somebody what just happened in my day today because
Right.
I'm about to lose it. But it's like, I'm not about to be in a relationship, whether family, platonic, whatever. I'm not about to be in a relationship with anybody that I can't have peace around you. Like, I'm just not fixing to do it. I'm turning 33 years old this month. I require peace in my life.
Absolutely, you have to.
Like, I refuse to go through and if you don't bring that peace, I'm not saying that there can't be disagreements, but I require true peace in my life. And if I don't feel that with you, I just can't do it anymore.
You got to go.
Oh my God.
And so after, you know, like cutting them off, whatnot, I had my time for myself to think. Within the last year, I have rekindled things with both of my grandmothers and both of my parents.
Wow.
Which they have all been extremely supportive, have been the greatest support system that I can ask for as I'm going through this journey.
Wow.
We all kind of laid down, you know, like ground rules, like this is what I expect, this is something I'm not gonna tolerate. You know, you really have to lay down foundation and boundaries.
I was gonna say, okay, boundaries.
Because if you, and look, I allowed them to do the same because like I said, I'm not always innocent.
Mm-hmm.
I know that my tongue is a sword. I
a
know
double-edged sword. How she coming through?
Right. And like,
and then she might twist that
know,
bitch after she get it in there.
and I will. And I know that my words come off very strong, and I know that they can be hurtful. Now, will I always view it that way? No, because the way I see it, something you did or something you said set me to fuck off and made me open my fucking mouth. If I hurt your feelings, I will apologize. But I'm not saying you didn't deserve it, though.
Come on. You know, because it's like, me and you have sat in each other's space many times. You've never gone off on me. It's like,
Right.
That's why I don't get with people. Like, it's like, I'm not saying every time. Like, I'm not saying that there are people out there. There obviously are people who exist who are just rude fucking bitches who, whatever.
Mean girls.
But yes. But there are so many people like you where it's like, you have this, not street cred. What the fuck? You have this like reputation of being someone who will pop the fuck off, cut a bitch off, hit a bitch in her mouth and it's just like, whoa, that's not like, yes, I do those things when need, but that's not me.
Right. I don't
want to
have to be that
mechanism.
person.
No, I don't think, and that's the thing too. Like, I do think you're proud of the fact that you will defend yourself, and I will always be like, yep, and you should. But I don't think you've ever walked around and been like, I'm just so happy that I can just like read a fucking. It's like, no, like, but I will defend myself, and I will
100%.
proudly defend
and
myself.
I will defend other people. I will defend other people too.
That part. See, now that is where I feel like it kicks in for me. I feel like I do need to start being more selfish. I feel like I'm the person that I will take. But if I see that happening to someone else, girl, I said this on another episode recently. Me and my boyfriend been together almost 3 years. He's never heard me yell. Not once. He's never heard me yell. Bitch, when I tell you about a month, maybe 2 months, whatever, I don't know how long ago it was, but somewhat recently, we were somewhere and something happened to a family member. We were all drained. It was a little party. We're all having a good time. We're playing cards. Music's going. I look over and I see XYZ happening with a couple in the corner. And Immediately. There was no like preface to what the fuck. I just immediately fucking lost it. He had never even seen me yell before, let alone like completely come out of fucking character. In fact, none of them where we were had. And everyone was just like, and I'm just like, no, like I don't fuck with that. Like you're a bitch. Can I fight you and win? I don't know, but we about to see today. This is not, you are not about to do that in front of me. Not with me, and I do this all the time. Not with me being silent. I'm not about to let somebody else might be fine with that. I'm not okay with that. And I will say something every single time. I just can't fuck with it. I'm not about to watch you really fuck with somebody else for no absolute reason. Because I've been there, and bitch, I refuse to just let other people go through that. Like, I just don't get it. But BB, talk to me. You being quiet back there. Don't be shy now because we got a special guest. What's going on with you? So when it comes to cutting people off, do you feel like it's hard for you? Do you not care? Have you had to cut many people off? Tell me some things.
So at first, it was really extremely hard because I was like, you know what? I've come to a place in my life where like it's okay to be alone. If it's for my peace. Yeah. Putting myself first, being selfish. Because for the longest time, I didn't think that way. I thought, okay, I wanted to be liked by people. I wanted to have people around. I didn't want to be alone. But I have a chosen family. And it's really peaceful with them. But now it's really, I had to come to a realization. My peace comes first. My peace, my sanity, my well-being comes first. If you're not in my life to benefit me, as in regards to my well-being, my peace, supporting me, then you don't need to be in my life. So I'm at a point where I'll cut a bitch off, no matter if it's a friend or a close family member, because I give people too many opportunities, and I'm not gonna, if you affect my peace and well-being and paint me as a person that I know that I'm not, then it's a problem. And I literally am in the borderline of I'm at a weird place with one of my closest family members. Like we're on the border. We haven't talked in years. And it's over something that I can't control. So I said to myself, I tried to reach out. I tried to do my part to try to repair our relationship. And the person was is stagnant. So there's nothing that I can do in that situation. And that's okay. Like, yes, at the end of the day, it's a close family member, but at the end of the day, my well-being and my peace comes first. And it's not like we had the best relationship. And we both are supposed to be on the same page, but we're not. And I'm dealing with that currently, but I did what I can, but my peace and well-being comes first. So that's a huge part of it. It's difficult, especially if you're close with that family member. It's not meant to be easy, but you have to be selfish in a way that you have to put yourself first, because guess what? Guaranteed, any chosen family member that I have, any chosen friend that I have, the people in my circle now, they will never do what this person that's supposedly family is going to do.
Shit, I'll stack my people up against anybody. Line them up. And my chosen family, stack them up against any blood relative right now. We'll see what's T, because it's not
right.
And like comparing my chosen family member to my real family member, you see a difference, a vast difference. And it's more selfish on their part. And you can do what you can, but that shit gets tiring real fast.
Real tiring. And guess what? I don't care if it's a close family member. My respect, my peace, my well-being comes first.
So that's what you have to think about. You have to think about yourself and be selfish, because at the end of the day, you're living with yourself. You're living in your body. You're living. So what a motherfucker says or a motherfucker do, it affects you. But at the end of the day, you have to look at yourself in the mirror at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So that's what I had to realize. I'm like, you have to sacrifice that. And you have to be selfish, because I've dealt with disrespect. I dealt with lack of peace for so long. And I just refuse to have people in my life that's not supporting that. Point blank.
I agree with you.
Period. He basically just said, I gotta put me first. I gotta put me first,
Lucius.
I gotta put me first. So my question is, first of all, I do want to say that I'm glad you brought up the fact that you have rekindled certain relationships with, obviously, you can't just jump back in, because we still got to talk about the elephant in the room. And that comes with, boundaries. Saying, hey, if we're going to come back and do this, from my end, this is what it needs to look like. What does it need to look like from your end? Okay, we can start. We're still not where we were. I mean, I have a brother who is only a year older than me. And I went 10 years without speaking to him because I logged into Facebook one day and realized he had joined what I'm calling a cult. And their church was very adamant against the gays, and not in a way. Do you know what the Westboro Baptist Church is?
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't part of them, but it's giving the same ideologies.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like when the Pulse nightclub shooting happened, they got up and they were praising God for killing the 49 pedophiles that died in the club, and this, that, and the third. And I'm watching him. The news was at their church because people were protesting outside, and they were getting on Facebook and making bold claims, saying things like, we think the government should line all gay people up and execute them publicly. And I'm like, well, this is done. And so we went 10 years without speaking, and he's probably listening right now. He watches the show. And then 10 years later, it's so weird. I was at work. We were at a client performing an audit, and the partner, because I was working for a CPA firm, and the partner said, "Oh, Destiny, it's your birthday. Tell us what you want to eat, and we'll get food for everyone, whatever you want, though." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." I'm like, "I want PF Chang's." So she orders the food. That's a Chinese restaurant for anyone who doesn't know. And I always eat my fortune cookie before I eat my food. It's just like a thing. I open my fortune cookie and it says, "You're going to soon receive an unexpected apology." Destiny, I can't make this up. 10 minutes later, I get a 15-page novel text message from my brother, who I'm referencing, saying like, "Hey, I know this whole thing happened. We're on the same page." Not that he's gay, but like we're mentally on the same page now more than you realize. And he was like, "I kind of want to start," basically saying, "I want to start a dialogue about what happened." And for me, it's like, we talked about it some, we sent a few novels back and forth. I was gagged. I didn't really know what to say. And I know he's listening right now, and it's probably going to sound more harsh than what I really mean it to be. But for me, that's going to take time. Because for me, even though you're saying you rock with everything now, bitch, you at one point believed I should have been lined up and executed. For who the fuck I'm sucking and fucking with in the bed. Like,
that ain't got shit to do with you.
I don't get it. And so for me, it's like, it takes time, because immediately I was like, the first thought that went through my head was, oh, this is a setup. Oh, he wants to meet with me so that he can like kill me. Like, I'm serious. Like, I was like, no, this is a safety thing. Like I don't put it past people in today's world. There is hate just literally rampant, I would say, in this country, but it's just in the fucking world. And maybe the hate's always been there and there's a light shining on it now, but bitch, I'm grown and now I can see the hate, right?
Right.
And it's just like, I was like, no, for safety purposes, no, not right now. And then I saw him. He lives in a different area of Louisiana. He came down for a cookout, and I went, and I knew he was going to be there. And my God, it was so... Oh, girl, that was so weird. I walked and I'm just like, "Hey, how y'all doing?" Like, I don't know. It's hard for me. And so now I'm like at this point where this is what I struggle with the most.
when it comes to people like my dad, my mom's been gone, but if she was here today, I know that I would like to think she would have come around. Would she have? I don't know, girl. I don't know. Okay. And look, I love her to death, but a fact is a fact. And I say that to people all the time. It just is what it is. I don't know if she would have come around. And then, you know, him and just people in my family in general who are so vastly different than me. I try my hardest to play devil's advocate. I try my hardest. People say you're too nice. You co-sign for everyone way too much. Because even with like my dad, you know, I'm like, you know, it sounds crazy for me to say, but you know, my dad is not that they're excuses, but it's like sometimes I'm not trying to excuse. I'm trying my best to understand because I'm like, I know you're old and I know this is what I tell people all the time. I was that person. So I know, and it didn't happen overnight for me. So I know that when you go 50 years, your entire life, or 40 years, or what the fuck ever, you're an adult, you go your entire life and you're taught that this is a blue coffee cup. And then people start coming around and say, girl, that's a yellow coffee cup. You'd be like, you're fucking crazy. That's a blue. Everyone I know says this is a blue coffee cup. So why the fuck would I believe it's a yellow coffee cup now? And I come mentally from the standpoint that I recognize it is a struggle to now see that as a yellow coffee cup when that's all you've known was that it's blue. And I don't know if people hear that comparison, they're like, this is fucking stupid. But it's like, no, literally, if you, from the day you were born, if you were taught this was blue, there's nothing anyone could tell you to convince you it's a yellow cup. And so it's like, I try my hardest to say, you know, like, look, we were raised in the same household. The hatred was instilled in me. I was that too. There was times where, girl, I don't think I knew I was gay yet. I think I knew I was different. But I've sat through church services where they, you know, I went to a revival one time and the kids go off in one room. We're probably 12, 13 years old. And this guy's teaching a room full of kids. And he said he believed all gay people should be rounded up on an island and the government should bomb it. Here I am. Hallelujah, brother. Amen. Because that's what everyone does. That's what you do when they get up. You believe what they say, you know, and it's just like, so coming out of that for me, it's like, I understand like you have this core foundation that has been set. But I feel like once you get to a certain point, that's not an excuse anymore. Because I feel like with my brain, I was raised the same way. So I understand it is hard to get past that. But do we not question the same things? Like, hey, why do those people just not deserve basic human rights? Hey, why does this person deserve to deal with the trauma by herself and have to like basically be gaslit by society into believing it wasn't a problem, it's not as bad as you think it was, you know, it's no big deal, everyone else just shuts the fuck up about their trauma, you can shut the fuck up about it too. Like, and that's my question, is what I know I'm rambling, that's really what I'm getting at, is I find myself trying to make excuses for people, and then because like my mother, God knows, there were so many things. My God, right before she died, when I tell you, I was her fucking baby, but like that 6-month period before she died, oh bitch, we were going through it because I was just like, I don't fuck with you right now. I really don't. I don't fuck with you. And then after she died, as I'm coming more into adulthood, I get a book. She was writing a fucking book, it's handwritten. It's not long at all because she never finished it. And there were so many things about her fucking life that I did not know until after she died. And I think back, and there were so many times, and I know that so many people saw my mom and were like, there's no way she was a bad mom. Bitch, there was a lot of things happening that people don't know about. And I'm not saying she like abused us sexually. It was nothing crazy like that. But I'm just saying, like, there's always, you see people's happy households. I promise you, there's always usually something there. There are things that people don't talk about because, as you were saying, people only put the good out. They're only going to go, oh my God, look at my cute little family. We went to the park today. And then they go home and get beat by their fucking husband after the park. Oh yeah. Some people keep up with the Joneses via material things, and some people keep up with just the look of happiness on their family. Right. Because they don't want to deal with the shame. Well, bitch, everybody's going through it. But I find myself, it's hard for me because I'm like, damn. But what I realize as an adult is it's both. And I say this a lot. I really am entering into a point in my life where everything is both and. Yes, it is both. My mother had a traumatizing childhood, more than most people would ever have or think of in their life. And that obviously shaped the way she was as a person and shaped the way that she parented and shaped a lot of things. And it's not okay. And it's still the behavior that results is still not okay. So it's like, that's the point I'm really coming in, is like, yeah. So even with my dad, like, yeah. And has there been progress made with my dad? 100%. But it's not enough for me. If he sees this, he ain't gonna know what to say, but I still feel like we still have the most surface level relationship. Now, when I come around, you would be like, oh my God, that's his favorite fucking kid. No, it ain't. When I see him, I don't know what to talk about besides work. I don't even know how to hold a conversation. Like the relationship, here's the surface. That's where it is, because it ain't going no higher. It's like, I don't know how to navigate those things. And I just find myself making excuses. And so I say all this to say, all this 40 fucking minute ramble to say, I really think that I'm getting to the point where I just have to start being selfish, because I don't know. I'm just going to be quiet because I'm rambling, but I don't know what else to. It's a lot. And because like people, I don't know. For me, it's a lot. I know some people can just say, well, fuck it, I'll just cut them off. Because I want the relationship. I think that's what it comes down to, is I still want the relationship. So me still wanting it, but then also acknowledging that it's something that I really need to distance myself from. I don't know. That's hard.
But you have to.
Are you a pussy ass bitch, Destiny? Yeah, sometimes I am. And you know what? That's what's happening.
You have to sit there and determine whether or not, keeping someone around or cutting them off, is it worth it to be detrimental to your mental health, or is it worth exerting that energy? And that's where I am now. So me being very outspoken and not giving a fuck, sometimes, like lately, I've been learning I need to take that down a little bit, because I come off strong. I will always come off strong. But I know that my words are hurtful, even when I'm not meaning for them to be. They're just, it's just the way that I come off.
So imagine when she does mean it to be hurtful.
Valid. But I feel like I'm at, a point in my life now where, and look, it wasn't just family that I cut off. I cut off friends, like friends I was friends with since high school, middle school. And I don't know if it was just something that I was going through, or just people just getting under my skin, because bitch, people get on my motherfucking nerves.
God, and it takes 5 seconds and I'm annoyed.
Amen.
I'm in 5 seconds and I'm like,
the whole time they talking to me or whatever, and the whole time I'm like, I wish you shut the fuck up.
Facts.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Shut the fuck up.
God damn, nobody want to hear your fucking funk ass voice talking no more about this dumbass shit.
Thank you.
Anyway.
The hot ass breath.
And look, not only is the breath hot, but they gotta stop. Hello.
Yeah, they gotta use words with H's. For what? How you doing, bitch? Years ago.
Keep it cute, keep it mute. My God. Just look, when they start talking, just throw a little tic tac in when they're not
right.
Exactly.
They be like,
deep throw this hoe.
Girl, deep throw this little tic tac, bitch. It's probably bigger than yours.
Right, thank
anyway.
you.
Look, it's
probably cleaner too.
Your husband's dick. Because they little funky. God, them dicks be stanky. That's what we did a clip one time. I said, y'all really think they gagging over the size of your dick? They're not. It stinks. It smells like it
smells like who did it and why, bitch.
I would say it smells like ass, but guess what? I like eating ass, and the asses I ate did not smell like that. I'm just letting you know the asses I did ate, and I know my ass don't smell like that. So it don't smell like ass, bitch. It smell like some fucking funk. Look, that smell worse than the bad gas smell coming off the sugar mill in Raceland. I promise you, it smells worse. Girl,
I'm weak.
Look, I'm weak as fuck. So Destiny, just to like wrap up, and you too, BB. I don't even know. Like, I'm trying to. You've cut some people off. You've rekindled some relationships. What now? Like, I mean, are you happy with where things are? Are there still other relationships you want to rekindle? And then it's like also realizing that, and I think that's just the vulnerable part of being an adult, is realizing that at any point I may have to cut them off again.
Yeah.
You know, it's
But
like
I always have a guard up. I live with a guard up.
Head on a swivel,
And
real
guess
bad.
what? This is the way. Two points I'm about to bring up just real quick. So, one being, I have abandonment issues. Okay, I will leave a motherfucker before they could ever leave me.
Huh.
Just
don't
because.
Let me start seeing the signs and symptoms.
Right. So I've been there. I've done that. Whatever. However, now I feel like I'm in a position that I have rekindled things with people who I wanted to rekindle things with. The rest of y'all, fuck y'all. But I am at a place in my life right now where I'm finding myself again. I haven't had myself in so long, Destin. Like, I lost myself along the way.
Yeah.
Very depressed. Very much isolated from the world. I neglected myself for so long, and I put others before myself, and that's not something I'd ever be willing to do again.
Ever. I promise you that.
Fuck you and fuck your feelings.
Period.
And look, as some people say, huh, BB, fuck you and everything you stand for, bitch.
Fuck you and everything you stand for, ho.
Because, like, I think that's where I'm at too, is like, I will never, because I'm just coming out of kind of having found myself, right? Because I was with my ex for 11 years. He was my first boyfriend. I was with him for 11 years. Toxic does not begin to describe it. Destin, you're co-signing for him. Yes, there were a lot of things that from his childhood, from the way he was raised, but all in all, again, it's both and. Yes, you did not have any type of actual good relationship in your life to model anything after. Yes, it's both. You were never really held to be responsible for anything in your life as a child, teenager, and so now you don't know how to. So they were never held to be responsible for anything as a child or teenager. So now I have a child that I'm in an adult relationship with, who literally thinks, and it's not about simple things like this, people, but it's the simple fact of like, well, I don't want to XYZ. Well, bitch, we're an adult, and sometimes we gotta do things we don't want to do.
Correct.
Sometimes we got bills to pay, we have a household to maintain. Bitch, we don't even got kids. So if we had kids, God forbid, and it's like,
and the people around them just coddle them and enable them. Yes. And no, bitch, I'm not that. I'm not your fucking mom.
And I did that for a minute. I did that for a while, and then I was like, no, I can't. Like, I'm not happy. And I realized, like,
people are only gonna do what you allow them to do, because
100%.
In that situation, like, I know exactly what he's talking about, and that's we come from the same blood. The simple fact is, we have both parents alike. So whatever happened in the middle, I'm not sure. So I'm not gonna speak on that. I don't know what kind of personal experiences he had besides, but I know the basic foundation. We were raised the same in regards to both of our parents, so in that regards. But I feel like that it's kind of like every time he talks about that it kind of hurts my heart.
He hates that I co-sign like that. I know
it hurts my heart, because I know the facts and I know, like, the reality of it. So people like to paint this picture that if you don't know them, like, they'll paint this beautiful picture that goes back to like with the Joneses. So all you see is on social media, you see, oh, this guy, he is this
got his shit together, right?
His shit together. He had this great weight loss journey. He's at a better place. Look at how much weight he lost. But he's a crappy ass person. But it's not the fact that it just burns me up, because just be honest, be truthful, because I know the facts. And it's not me having hatred in my heart. It's the fact that, guess what? I will go to war with any of you motherfuckers over this one right here. Because guess what? When you wasn't there, guess what? He stepped up. But I'm not gonna go into all of that. But in reality, like, I feel like it all boils down to, will we rekindle our relationship? Maybe. I don't know. But I'm not about to bend over backwards for someone that is not willing to meet me halfway. And we're both adults. So if you need mental health, go get it. But guess what?
That's another thing. I don't want this to turn into a 6-hour episode. And I'm sorry if y'all are listening and you're like, God damn, they just keep fucking talking when I think they're going in the segment. But that's another thing, is like, whether it be romantic, platonic, family, whatever relationship in mind, I am so sick of people co-signing and saying, oh, well, they have a mental illness. Then go get help. Then go, because guess what? I've dealt with all that shit. Go get help. Because
and guess what? The person saying it probably needs to go get help too.
Because it's not my and it makes you sound like a shitty person, but I'm sorry, your mental health is not my responsibility. I have empathy, I have sympathy, whatever. I will help walk you through. I will show you how to get the help, but I can't get the help for you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Guess what? We have to draw a line. And we have to draw a fine line, a big bold line between.
The line has been drawn, bitch.
A bold line. Like, that's not gonna be an excuse for forever. That's when we were younger and we were finding ourselves. But we're grown adults. So guess what? There's a fine line. I don't want to hear that.
Yes.
I don't want to hear that.
Because if you're not trying to, and if you are aware, I have a mental health problem, and then because you start saying that as a reason, excuse for everything, I have mental health problems, and then you make the grown big adult decision to not do anything about that, I don't want to hear that as an excuse anymore. If you were to come to me and say, I really struggle with XYZ, but I've been going to therapy, I journal, I do self-reflection, I've been doing this, and I'm still struck, that's a different story. But so many people just, I'm bipolar, so sorry I destroyed the house when we were fucking angry. Shut the fuck up, you child.
Yeah, for real though.
Because you not finna, no ma'am. And then who you think cleaned it up after? Like boo-boo the motherfucking fool.
Yeah. But we ain't gonna be no fool no longer.
No longer.
And it's just drawing the line, basically drawing the lines with friends and families. Like, friends and families, and like you guys mentioned, it's a whole different ball game with the friends. Like Destiny mentioned, I had friends from high school that I thought was gonna be my ride or dies, but some shit happened, some shady shit happened with them, and it was like, you know what? I have to cut you off. Yeah, we have a good relationship, we have memories, but I have to cut you off, because guess what? One of us gonna get hurt of the situation. And it's not gonna be me.
Not willingly.
and it's just about protecting your peace, honestly.
It really is.
And to speak on the point of like, yeah, like they did all of this damage and then try to come back around. It's not an easy process. And if they honestly aren't really genuine about it, then I wouldn't even try to like pursue it, because it's like having one foot in, one foot out. And if you're only doing this just because the heat is on you and you don't want to seem like a bad person, or you don't want to seem like a bad parent or a bad friend or a bad brother, that's not genuine. That you're doing that just because to make, I don't agree with it, but so it's just about the person's actions, to be honest.
If you're not willing to take responsibility for your part, I mean, go ahead, Destiny, sorry.
People do things for image nowadays rather than with intention.
Yep. Oh, it's funny she said that word, B. How many times do we say we're intentional? I'm intentional.
Being intentional.
Like when I threw myself back in the dating scene, I'm intentional. What the fuck do you want? I'm intentional.
Mhm.
If you want to just go with the flow, that's fine, but you got to tell me that. What?
Right.
I'm intentional. So if you're telling me you're just here for a good time, fine. I will be intentional about making sure it's just here for a good time. But use your words, okay? We're adults.
And actions speak louder than words. We go throw that out there.
Yep.
They do. But
Yeah.
you know, there's a
And
therapist.
look, man,
Go ahead.
being in the dating era right now is not it, bitch. It is a cesspool.
Wild.
It is
It's
so ghetto.
It is a fucking cesspool. And it's like either they do too much or they not doing enough.
Mm-hmm. And that's not talk about
Like-
having a decent conversation.
Y'all
No,
had
and
somebody
they
tell you they
can't,
loved you like 2 days after texting.
Huh?
Yes. Let me tell you this.
They
Let
love
me tell
like
you
2
this.
days after texting.
I had a man come in my inbox, right? He couldn't greet me with the hello, how you doing, none of that. No, off the bat was a dick pic. First
Wait,
of
can
all,
I
bitch,
ask you what platform was this?
Facebook.
Yeah.
And he just went in your DM and sent a dick
Oh wait,
pic
it gets better.
immediately?
It gets better. It gets better. Hold on. So he sends me a dick pic, and I'm like, well, what the fuck you want me to say to this? It's cute. It's ugly. Like, go take a bath. Like, what you want me to say, right? So
Because if
I
you
was
thought I was
like,
gonna be
man,
impressed,
like,
you have the wrong bitch.
hello. So he starts messaging me after, and I'm like, man, like, I feel like the only thing I can do to stray this man away from me is to get him to think I'm also a man. So started running my shit. Tell me why. Y'all ready for this?
I'm ready, bitch. I ain't never been more ready.
Look,
I've been waiting all week just for this moment.
He was still want to talk to you.
Another picture comes through my inbox of him on all fours with his asshole, his dick, and his ball showing. So wait. I had my phone open, but like I
said, "Come
wasn't
hit this,
looking
baby."
at it.
Right.
So like I saw it pop up, and then it said message deleted. So I said,
"Oh, don't delete
why
it
you
now,
deleted
Playboy."
it? I was looking at it. Why did you delete it?
I was zooming
Why he
in.
sent it again? So I said, oh, you look prepped. Like, you used to this.
Look, he
Like,
deuced
you
and
look
ready.
like you done been you've been ran through. Oh,
Deuce and dangerous,
my
as the
ex.
girl say.
Thank you. He
Deuce
said my
and
ex
dangerous.
turned me into a freak. So what do you mean, sir?
Sir, this is our first time messaging.
And I see the whole Johnson. The whole Johnson.
Oh God. Oh my God.
I'm not surprised, but like that just gagged the hell out of me.
Men are disgusting, okay?
Yes. And then
Look, I will be the last one to say that, you know, not all women are great either, okay? But men are disgusting. Like the content that's in my inbox on all platforms. Y'all gotta do better.
And the crazy
Do
part for me is
better.
like, girl, when I was even throwing myself in the dating scene, there are some people that I'm like, this is just a good time person. And baby, if you want to go back and forth, a little message, little risque type shit, cool. How about you ask me, is it okay if I send that to you before you just send me a fucking random naked picture?
Thank you.
Like,
Respect.
Just
Respect
like
goes a long way.
correct. And whether you say yes or no, bitch, that's up to the other person. But it should be common knowledge to get some form of consent. But oh God, don't say the C word. They don't like that consent word. But my God.
I guess they don't if they knew that they'd be rejected every time.
They so scared to get rejected by a bad bitch like Destiny Girl.
Period.
And I do reject them. Bitch, I will make a grown man cry any day. Any fucking day.
Girl, I would have screenshotted that picture so fast, and I don't know what I would have did with it, but I would have did something, girl. Because oh my God,
I still got it. I
bet. Look, put it on
you
camera.
thought you deleted it.
Exactly.
You thought you deleted it. I got it.
Then the bitch sent it again. Can we talk about you sent it again? Like you stupid bitch.
Exactly.
Because
Guess what? It's in the camera roll. It's saved because guess what? You're a fool.
Look,
You're a
and the
fool.
metadata is still in the picture, bitch. Don't ever try to say that wasn't you.
Yeah.
Okay, but this is the question I have. Okay, bitch, you was on all fours. So number one, who took the picture? And number two, what you put your self timer on?
Oh, because
How
if
you
it
got
was
your
you
angle
taking the
right?
picture, if you right, because then you still gotta get undressed.
So you sending
Get over
recycled
there.
pictures, so that wasn't even a fresh picture for me?
Correct, because he didn't take that just now. So
Mhm.
you sent me a picture. You sent another bitch.
Or
You sent
another
me a
bitch took
picture.
of you?
You sent me a picture from Goodwill. You sent me
Thank
a
you.
Goodwill picture. Bitch, this ain't Goodwill. What's the store you like, Des? A good store you like.
I don't know, bitch. I love a thrift store.
Bitch,
I
this ain't
love
Goodwill.
a
It's a
thrift
good
store.
ass thrift store. The fuck? Because Goodwill and thrift stores are not the same to
Home,
me.
but then I like Home Goods. I don't know.
I do love a good thrift. They have one here in Baton
I
Rouge called the
love
Purple
Home.
Cow. Don't play with the Purple Cow, bitch. It's hit and miss, right?
Never
I go, I'm
been.
like, bitch, ain't nothing here. I have this weird obsession with going to the Purple Cow and buying coffee cups because the coffee cups are 50 cents. I'm going by them all. What do you mean? Y'all. Okay, so let's just wrap up this segment. So let's go around and just give final thoughts. So, Destiny, I did a lot of fucking rambling. I know the audience might be like, y'all was all over the fucking place. We do not care. We've told y'all we have ADHD from the jump. But to wrap up, what would you say if you had to give like an elevator pitch or just some quick thing to wrap up and say, what do you want people to take away from today's episode off of what we discussed?
It's okay to cut people off, no matter who they are to you or what role they may play in your life or they're supposed to play in your life. But it's also okay to be the bigger person and rekindle that as well. And just know that it's not always about everybody else. Sometimes it needs to be about you.
Period. I love that so much. BB, let's hear those thoughts. Whatever's in that. Y'all know me and BB only share one brain cell.
So I would.
And he
I
said
would
I got
say
the half that got a little rhythm and can do at least a little two-step.
You, and then I'm the brain part that can write poetry and shit.
And read
So,
bitches.
right. So I would have to say if protecting your peace comes at a cost, and it has to do with someone close to you or even someone that you just started meeting with, if the cost is greater than if it's going to mess with your self-worth, then 1,000% cut the situation off. Because at the end of the day, there's so many people struggling with mental health issues due to people being assholes. And people like thinking that they can say and do anything no matter who the title is. Your mental health matters. That's it, point blank.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this, and I guess I'm really saying it to myself because I still struggle with this shit, y'all. I guess I'm really gonna say, look, y'all could get mad all y'all want, and everyone listening, fuck you if you about to get mad. You know a bitch is obsessed with Wicked. Okay, I'm sorry, I said it. Yes, the gays love Wicked. Okay, I've been obsessed with fucking Wicked since 2010. All you talk about is fucking Elphaba. Fuck you, bitch. I relate to Elphaba. Okay. She has a song. Defying Gravity is not even my favorite song. That's honestly lower on the list, but that's beside the point. But in Defying Gravity, she does have a lyric where she says, she says, and if I'm flying solo, at least I'm flying free. And I think it's important to realize that and again, I'm talking to myself, but bitch, sometimes you just got to put you first. I know we laugh with Cookie, I got to put me first, but it's true. And guess what? She also says in that song, and if that's love, that comes at much too high a cost. And like, I'm glad you said that because that cost is just too high. And I think it's important for us to really be selfish sometimes and say, no, that's costing too much. It's costing too much of my energy, too much of my peace, too much of my happiness. And it's living in my brain too. I should not be sitting here doing something that's supposed to be fun. And it's just nagging in my brain. That is not a happy life. And I refuse to live anything other than a happy life at this point.
Exactly. And you should react exactly how you go in the store and that shit is too high and you put that shit down right away. That's how fast you should leave that situation.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's right. I know that's right. And so I think that simple phrase will wrap up my entire thing. And if I'm flying solo, at least I'm flying free. I like it. I like it.
Yes.
Y'all be look, he laughing because he know what time it is, bitch. We have come to BB's favorite segment of the show. Disrespectfully, bitch.
Yes.
Y'all, listen, y'all done got the positivity. Okay, that was at the beginning. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were saying something. So, y'all done got the positivity. Okay, that was back there. That was an hour and 45 minutes ago. Shout out to you if you're still here listening. That was a long time ago. Now, well, we about to talk about what the fuck done pissed us off since the last time y'all saw us. And we're not here to be nice. We're here to read a bitch for filth. BB, I kind of want to start with you. You're a good reader. You know, I'm learning. Sometimes I go to read a bitch and I'm like, fuck, I don't know what to say, but we're gonna figure it out. I'm doing my best. I want to know what you pissed off about.
I got a little something.
Oh, you always got a little something.
Okay, so it's really something about a situation that happened at work yesterday. But the overall theme, Destiny kind of hit on it during our conversation, is people that play victim. So, mind you, I'm gonna set the scene for y'all. So, I may or may not be a manager. So, we have a group text with everyone that's associated with our organization per se. Here in wherever I'm at. And they were talking about AI and how AI is taking over. And I may or may not work for a organization involving plants or whatever. May or may not. I don't know. So they were talking about how AI is taking over different industries and our industry was affected. And I was like, okay. And then I read the article or whatever. So they're laughing, kikiing about it. So I try to be a positive person. I'm overall a positive person. So I was like, nah. I was like, no robot could ever replace this amazing team we have here in such and such area. Period. So I was like, okay, like, yeah. So they harden, half of them hardening, half of them emphasizing. But they had this bitch that had the nerve to send the throwing up emoji to react to the text message. So the upper management was like, what the hell? Like, what's going on? So they must have messaged this person privately or whatever. And so she called her name out. He or she may have called the name out. And then she messaged them privately. And there was like multiple people that messaged this person privately. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to leave it alone. Whatever. But then I reacted to the message that I initially sent. I was like, oh, this was meant to be positive, by the way. I don't know how other people took it. With the smiley face. I'm going to kill him with kindness. So then she says, oh, I didn't send no gagging emoji to the text. I don't even participate in the group text. Bitch, what? So
where it came from?
Huh? Yeah, exactly. Your name is marked on, and guess what? I screenshotted it too, ho. So what do you mean you didn't send that? And guess what? Even if my phone happens to open, you have to click on the text message, ho.
And hold it down.
Because it's at the far end. So
yeah, because the throw up emoji's not even like,
it's not even in the first.
You gotta correct.
Exactly. So you have to. So what do you mean? So you're playing victim at this point. You bitch and nag saying that, oh, your managers and your managers or your upper management or whatever position treated you certain type of way. But then when I come with this positive energy, then you want to be the negative Nancy and play victim. But when I confront you, you also want to play victim. So bitches like to throw stones And when you intentionally did this and you call them out on their bullshit, that's when they want to play victim. And I don't like that shit. So next week at work, it's gonna be some shit because I'm over it anyway. But don't play victim because I'm not the bitch.
You about to read that bitch? I want you to read that bitch and anybody who do shit like that. Cause what the fuck is wrong with you? Okay,
So,
and then also, I'm sorry. I know I cut you off after I told you to talk. But then she say, cause I don't ever participate anyway. Okay. Bitch, we don't want the recipe to your mama's peach cobbler. Like, just
exactly.
fucking...
So what's the point? You're participating now because you text, but you've been in the group message because you were reading what was going on, and you deliberately responded to that text.
I would have said, well, you participated today, ho.
And I was, I was like, I'm gonna leave it alone. But next week is her ass. Cool. But anyway, yeah. So you fucking raggedy ass, saggy skin, saggy titty bitch. I hope your husband dick fall off.
Oh my god!
And you catch a rash so motherfucking intense. You thought that poison ivy got your ass, but when you get that BB ivy, your ass is grass, looking like the fucking scarecrow off of Wizard of Oz. Your ass so old. Every time you speak to me, it's fucking white dust that flow from your mouth.
That's the dried up cum.
So if you ever try to play with me like that again, it's your fucking ass. Yeah.
And how you meant that?
Disrespect. And I meant that disrespectfully.
With his whole chest.
With his whole chest. With his chest, with his titties, with his nipples, with everything just shaking around and gyrating on this here land. Huh, BB? Just gyrating on this here
land.
I'm weak. Destiny, I'm gonna let you go next because I'm scared. Because I'm not as good as y'all at reading people. Destiny, what done pissed you the fuck off? I want to know. I'm curious. It could be anything, a person, an event, a thing. I don't care what it is. What the fuck done grinded your gears?
When people play with me, man, like recently I had this one girl. We ain't got a name drop or nothing, bitch. I'ma spare you for now.
For now.
Right.
Look out for a future episode of Destiny.
But like for whatever reason, this bitch like always tries to come for me, and like I'm really living like that. Like I don't go out my way to look for drama, look for trouble. Bitch, I'm getting old. However, if you keep coming for me and I'm not sending for you, that's when I'm gonna become your problem.
Yeah,
and I don't know. I don't like for a motherfucker to play on my top. Don't fucking message me no bullshit that ain't got nothing to do with me. Like, it's to the point, bitch, what you trying to fuck? Because that's how I feel. You always in my inbox worried about what the fuck I'm doing or who I'm doing.
You clearly want this.
And whether I'm doing your exo man or not, bitch.
It ain't your business.
What you press behind.
I know that's right.
People are all, I promise y'all she meant that
and
way.
Bold, bitch. And
girl,
bold, bitch.
And bold. Bold and disrespectful, bitch. Look, capitalize it, bold it, italicize, underline, put the font at 78.
All that.
Everything. Flashing arrows. And then you need to throw it in a PowerPoint presentation so it could do the little spin arounds and shit.
Thank you.
With the animation.
Asterisks and all.
I'm over it.
All
like,
that.
just mind your fucking business. Like,
but they can't. Misery likes company, and I don't like company.
I swear it does. I swear people flock to. That's like, I hate to keep referencing it, but it's true because it's a great example of like anytime I've seen you go through something publicly, like on social media or something, Destiny, anytime, girl, that will have more likes, comments, posts, shared than any other fucking. And it's like, y'all love this shit so fucking much. First of all, I'm not your entertainment.
number one. And, you know, I've been through things publicly that were like very hard for me to go through publicly. People do not realize what the fuck that's like to have what feels like the world watching every fucking thing that you're going through in the moment.
And that's why I openly speak on things, because y'all running y'all mouths anyway.
Yeah, you might as well get it straight from the source's mouth, bitch.
Absolutely.
Because that's the thing.
Absolutely.
It's like, to quote like Risa, do you know who Risa Tisa is from TikTok?
Mm-hmm.
So to quote, you know, she used to always start her things like, who the fuck did I marry? And she would always say, you know, I'm telling y'all the good, bad, and the ugly. There are things I did in this that were not, and I'm going to tell you, okay? Because if there's going to be dirt said about me, I'm going to tell you what happened before the other bitches do. Because at this point, I'm not doing it no more, so I don't care, girl. I'm a different person.
Right.
Whatever
Even if I was. Even if I was, who cares?
It'll come
You
from
not
me.
feeding me, fucking me, or funding me, I don't give a fuck.
And even then, I still might not give a fuck.
If they're not paying your bills, pay them bitches no mind.
If they not paying your bills, pay them bitches no mind. Girl, I hate these fucking people. I swear to God. It's so weird. Like, I love people, but I also hate fucking people at the same damn time.
Because they will go out their way to say some shit or do some shit. Bitch, I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And when a bitch tries to come for you and they trying to, you know, read you for filth, bitch, ain't nothing you can tell me. I know myself better than anyone, you know? There's nothing that you can tell me about myself that, one, I haven't said about myself or to myself already. Like,
you trying to watch and read and catch up, bitch. I had already turned the captions on the video before you came over here. I had the captions been turned on. It's not a secret, bitch. I was there. I know what the fuck was said. I know what happened. Everybody can see the same captions you saying. You go over here trying to act like this shit new. This shit's not new. It's not new.
Right.
It's not new. Y'all, let me tell y'all.
So what about you?
Girl.
Yeah, exactly. Enough of us. What about you?
People gonna get sick and tired of me saying this, and I don't care, because we just had a whole thing on TikTok yesterday about it, and I'm gonna bring it up again because guess what? Everybody ain't on our TikTok, and I feel like shading this bitch to his core. Actually, before we get too deep, let me pull up his account name, because I promised him, you stupid bitch, you will be in the episode, and I will make sure that people see your account name. And he said, "Oh, I'm gonna get clout." I said, "Oh, that's what you want to call it, baby. We can get you some clout. No problem, sweetheart. We can get you some clout." Let me see. Hold up. I will even zoom in. Can I zoom in on this bitch? Oh, I can. Well, it won't stay. So this is the person in question, okay? Halls McFlies. If that's your real fucking name, bitch. Let's talk about this motherfucker. So everyone knows Drewski did his skit, right? Where he painted himself white and he looked just like a motherfucking white redneck bitch. Went to the NASCAR event, right?
Too.
Right. I ain't gonna lie.
I love Drewski.
When the black guy was walking by, he said, "You lost, boy." I said, "Oh my God." Oh my God, Drewski. Because
did you see the meme?
Because he was like, "Yes, sir. Yes, sir." I was like,
Did you see the meme of when the lady was sitting on his lap and while he was smoking a cigarette, the lady in the red shirt, and someone made a meme and was like, she could be so pissed off when she find out that this is a black man.
Be so pissed off. So, R.I.P. to her when her husband sees that it was a black man. Because the bitch probably had a husband somewhere.
Yeah, but act like it wasn't a fantasy. Anyway, carry on.
With the fucking Drewski, bitch. So I did a little clip, right? So because I started seeing people commenting and saying things, and it wasn't just TikTok, right? It was in other places, but people are like, "Oh, what if we did blackface? Oh, well, I guess blackface." First of all, I won't go into the detail I went into yesterday because this is not what this segment is necessarily about. But there's no such thing as whiteface. And there's definitely no such thing as whiteface being offensive to white people. For the love of God, blackface is rooted in something very oppressive. There is no oppression roots tied to whiteface, people. So shut the fuck up. But that's not really the point of this. The point I'm getting at is this little stupid motherfucker who I've never seen on nothing. He's never liked, commented, because I promise you, if you're listening, we see every single like, comment, share, repost, all that. We check it all. This motherfucker ain't never been on nothing. Then he comes in my comments. I want to be clear. I am fine with people disagreeing with me. I am fine with people saying, I don't really agree with that. Bitch, I don't care. You can come in the car. We can have a conversation about it. In fact, I want to have a conversation about it. This bitch can't. Let me look up the original comment he said, because I said, oh, BB called me immediately, said, did you see it? I said, bitch, hang up, because I'm trying to do a video right now to respond to his ass. Hang the fuck up, bitch.
His ass too.
Hang the fuck up, bitch. You just cut off the video I was recording to come for his ass.
No, it was he was gonna have two bitches coming from each angle, because I was.
Oh, go ahead.
No, because I was gonna come for him too. Don't do that.
Let me find his comment. Hold up. I want to read the original one. He said, and see, the first statement is what caught my attention. The first words, dude, shut the fuck up. First of all, I don't like nobody telling me to shut up. Bitch, this is my mouth. Bitch, this is my motherfucking right to get on here and say what the fuck I want. This podcast belongs to BB and I, and we will get on and say what the fuck we feel like saying. And if you disagree, that's fine. If you don't want to hear it, that's fine. If you don't want to hear it, just keep scrolling. That's okay. I've never once in my life went on someone's page and was like, shut the fuck up with what you're talking about, unless they were being like straight up bigoted or something, right? But bitch, I'm just sitting here saying there's no such thing as whiteface. It's not tied to any type of oppression. And you're like, dude, shut the fuck up. First of all, you shut the fuck up, bitch. That's number one. Okay. What they say, I know you are, but what am I? Bitch, I don't care. We can take it back to 4th grade. Then he said, nobody in today's world owns slaves, blah, blah, blah. That's not what this is about. But then he went on down. Anyway, you know what? I'm not going to read all this because that's just going to get into the details too much. Really, the whole point of this is him coming in my comments and saying, dude, shut the fuck up, because he disagreed. And then we went back and forth. Then he tried saying, you're so stupid. I'm over here putting chat GPT screenshots of information, and that clearly is smarter than you. You probably don't even have a bachelor's degree. And I'm not going to defend anything. I'm not telling you whether I do or don't, because bitch, it doesn't motherfucking matter. When a bitch like you come in my fucking comments, we will eat you the fuck up. And you're lucky I didn't eat you up first. You're lucky I didn't go figure out where you work, who your family is, and start doing some real research to see what dick you sucking on the side. Because 9 times out of 10, a bitch unhappy like this to come in my comments, you got something going on. You got something, most people got some kind of dirt, and bitch, I will find the dirt out. You want to come on my shit? First of all, can we talk about why are you on 2 Punks and Sissy's page to begin with?
If you got such a problem,
is you
exactly.
Is you a punk? Bitch, every fucking thing I post. Hey, thank you. Every fucking thing I post is about gay bitches. Everything I post is about something involving marginalized people in some way. Why the fuck are you here? And maybe that was the first thing that popped up on your For You page. And your first thought was to say, dude, shut the fuck up. Dude, you shut the fuck up. Because I promise you, one thing that people don't realize is I am a different Destiny. If you knew me in high school, you do not know me.
Correct.
If you knew me 5 years ago, you don't know me. Baby, this faggot will beat the fuck out of you.
As you should.
Because a bitch always in the comments, choop. But you wouldn't say that in person if you saw this 6'3", 300-pound butch queen bitch coming your way. I promise you, I will come up and hit you dead in your shit, bite your ear off, gouge your eyeballs out, and then drag you by your nostrils on the floor through the Walmart. Like this is not what you think it is. People think they can just come on and say some shit to somebody and then just dip.
People are bold when a keyboard is in their hands.
Well, we unbolden today. We're gonna hit Control B today and unbold that bitch because I really don't get it. And then and I realized at a certain point, I just quit responding because he would literally start commenting like, I'm waiting on your reply. So you want me. First of all, entitlement. I'm not coming out of character. Correct. I'm not coming out of character. But then it was like, what I really hate is he was someone who just said, you're stupid, shut the fuck up. And then the things that I was saying to rebut to him, he didn't care about either because he was just like, first of all, testing me. And then it was like, I'm not listening to understand your point anyway. I'm listening so I can just hurry up and come up with a quick rebuttal to why the fuck you're wrong, instead of just trying to say, what is he saying? Even if you disagree, even if Destiny, if you came up and said something right now I completely disagree with, I wouldn't be like, shut the fuck up yourself. I would be like, well, why do you think that? Like, what happened? Because I'm like, surely there's an experience underneath that led to this, and whether I still disagree with you or not after, I'm curious to know why it is. Like, but I'm not just gonna be like,
my thought process,
bitch, like you're stupid, you don't got a degree. And what the fuck do a degree mean anyway? Because I just want to go on record and say this. I've had one. Sorry, y'all. I keep doing this to my nose. It's like, I just, you know what? I'm gonna just be real. I trimmed the hair in my nostrils, and now it feels funny. Okay, so fuck you.
It's itching. So,
Yeah, a little bit. So fuck you, bitches. Y'all, if y'all see a booger, let me know because y'all don't let me be embarrassed in front of these people. So, what I hate with bitches too, you want to come in here and act like somebody's stupid because you think they don't have a college degree. Do I have a college degree? Yes. But that's not the point. What I want to get in, bitch, first of all, even if I had a college degree, that don't make me smart. You know how many dumb bitches walk around here with a degree every day? How many smart bitches walk around without a education? And I want you to just go, how many, y'all, I've had so many jobs since high school. One person asked me for a transcript or proof of graduation or copy of diploma. No, I could have been lying this whole time. Ain't nobody said, can I see a copy of your diploma? Can I see your transcript? No one. Had one employer. And guess what? I was going through a lot of things in life and I owed the school some money and I didn't have the money. And I said, you know what? I was embarrassed. CPA firm, mind you. And I said, you know what? Honesty is the best policy. I said, ma'am, I'm gonna be real with you. This is before the interview even happened. She said, before the interview, can you please go ahead and send a copy of your, I was like, oh, I said, they won't give me a copy of my transcript because I owe them money. I've even asked for an unofficial copy. They won't give it to me. She said, no problem. Can you send me a copy of your diploma? Also, I don't have it because I've moved a million times and I know you're thinking, how do you lose your college diploma? I don't know. Okay, I did. They also wouldn't give me a copy of my diploma, which I don't know how this is legal. I've given you tens and tens and tens of thousands of dollars, whatever. And she said, basically was like, you know what? That's fine. Let's just come in and see what happens. They hired me on the spot. And I just want to say that to this day, she still never saw a copy of my diploma. So a diploma don't mean a motherfucking thing. Okay? And education don't mean shit. I'm so sick of people who think you're like, so I'm assuming he said that he probably has a degree and you probably think you're better than a bitch. Bitch, fuck you. No one in the comments. I think he thought he was going to come in the comments and they were going to be like, yeah, we like this guy. He's right. Bitch, they was eating his ass up. They was eating it because a stupid motherfucker. Like, I just don't get it. I don't understand what makes someone say, you know what? I'm going to go in their comments and be, I just don't get it. And then you think there's no repercussion from that. You know what? I'm gonna just be quiet now and just start saying some thoughts about him. You're worried about me. You're worried about me and my political opinions. And you need to be worried about the fact that you still got cheese built up in the foreskin of your fucking dick. That probably smells like 30-year-old guacamole that's been sitting out, that's all brown, crusty, and fucking nasty. You're worried about me. And baby, we know that you like the punks and sissies because you was all up on the page and you wouldn't leave. Most people who didn't like the punks and sissies will come on the page and say, oh, this is not for me. Keep scrolling. Bitch, the bio says it's your two favorite punks and sissies with rainbows. You see the flag and the fucking logo. Bitch, you know we a punk and sissy. Do you want some dick or something? Do you want me to bend over and give you a little ass or something? What's going on? I don't know if I would feel anything back there. And it ain't because I'm loose, bitch. It ain't because I'm fucking loose, bitch. Like, you're worried about me, bitch. Like, have you fed your kids? Do you even have kids? Is there a woman on this planet that likes you? Because I don't know anybody on this planet who can stomach being with someone like that. Like, you're worried about me, bitch. I might pop up and pop all your tires on your car tonight. Okay, so you better keep a little security alone. When you hear a little beep, 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 I hope you shaking in your tube socks and think it's me for the next 6 months because you never know when I'm coming.
Thank you. Might light that
you
bitch
never
on
know.
fire.
I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait it out. I might be following you around the store. You may be thinking, you don't know where I live. Do I? Or don't I? You know, it's easy. It's real easy. People think, I have a fake name. Girl, it's so easy to find people if you want to find them. Bitch, I could tell TikTok
with no
right
issue.
now, and somebody will come back in 24 hours and let me know your exact address.
Right.
I don't know who. And this is not just going out to him. This is going out to anybody who thinks they're going to come on our page and got something derogatory or something dumb. This is not, I'm not talking about disagreements. I'm not talking about, challenging opinions. I'm talking about coming in with some actual bullshit. If you think you're going to come on these two punks and sissies page with some bullshit, you got another thing coming. Because I promise you, these two punks will beat the fuck out you.
Well.
And I don't play fair.
And I'm coming behind them.
Thank you. I've been in a fight once in my life and I was jumped at the bus stop in 4th grade. And I promise you, I went home crying like a little bitch. And that little bitch is not destined no more. I promise you, I promise you. Bitch, I will stomp the fuck out your face and see you leaking and keep going until you unconscious. Oh my God, that's too much. I don't give a fuck.
Should have left me alone.
I don't give a fuck because people want to come in and poke like you said.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch, fuck you, because I do not go around spewing hatred like that on people.
You can't. What would be the point? For you to live miserable just like them?
Girl, I mean,
No, thank
just
you.
ridiculous. So, Mr. Little fucking Talls McFly, you little small dick, no brain, fucking what Kevin said, no titty hat, fucking nipple having ass bitch.
Right.
Like, my God, your booty hole is so loose from getting fucked by everybody, it's probably done fell out. You probably, what they call it, a prolapse. Bitch, your booty hole probably
Prolapse,
fell out on the
anus.
side of you.
Exactly.
Mm.
With that 50s
Asshole
haircut.
is rose-budded.
Profile. That
Keep
50s
messing-
haircut.
You keep coming for these two punks and sissies, and I promise you, I will put you in touch with somebody who knows all about the morgues and knows how to process a body after. And she may or may not be on this call. And bitch, I meant that way. Disrespectfully. Fuck. Oh, I'm so tired. And I'm over it. Like, I'm not losing sleep over this guy. But it's just like, I've never in my life had the audacity to just go on. Now, if he would have came in and said, I don't know, like, I mean, Columbus didn't bring slaves with him. Like, that is such a different vibe to a conversation of, hey, I have a different opinion. Let's go back and forth and talk about it. That is not what this was. And one thing he gonna learn is, baby, we don't got 1 million followers. But you know what's crazy? These little strangers who follow us, shout out to y'all. Baby, they show up. They show up for everything we do, and they wish a motherfucker would say something. Shout out to the girlies. Y'all.
Shout out to the
Oh my
girlies.
God. BB, what episode number is this, y'all? I'm starting to forget. 6. Oh, look, it's up top. Episode 6, y'all.
Oh,
In the motherfucking
6.
books. First special guest in the books. I don't think anyone's gonna beat this special guest. Bitch, she's the first. She's the blueprint. She is now the blueprint for all future special guests. When
I'm
they
just
say,
setting the bar high.
come on, real
Exactly.
high.
And you did that. You did that.
Real.
You did
And-
exactly that.
And when they come on and say, well, I just, you know, what do you want from your guest? I'm just gonna say, go look at episode 6. Because the bitch gonna show you exactly how to come.
Exactly.
But on a serious note, thank y'all so much. I swear, every day I still sit here and say, girl, I don't know why these people keep showing up. I don't know why these people still watching our episodes, but we still feel love. So as long as we feel, well, you know what? Let me not say that. Us putting out episodes is not based on your love. We do like the love though. But it definitely helps to motivate us, and y'all just keep showing up, and we thank you so much. And I promise, whoever's listening, watching, bitch, if you did not hit the like button, follow button, subscribe, repost, share, 5-star comment, what the fuck ever platform you're on with those, but hit the buttons. You listen this long, damn, just hit the fucking buttons, bitch. There are certain things we're trying to do that these platforms restrict us on. If you don't have a certain number of followers, certain number it is. And if you're thinking, well, I already follow him on TikTok. Are you listening on YouTube right now, bitch? Hit the subscribe button. The fuck? Look, whoever listening right now and not following, you getting banned into the abyss. I'm kicking you out. You ain't gonna be able to hear nothing no more from the girls, bitch.
Exactly.
Look, you just might beat her disrespectfully, bitch, on the next segment. So you better be careful, ho.
Exactly.
Girl, Destiny, thank you so much for coming through. We appreciate
Thank y'all for having me.
Yes, you came on. You were vulnerable about some things, and you know, sometimes, and I know you don't believe this, sometimes though, I really do. I look at you when I see you on social media and I'm like, damn, I wish I was like her. I really need to get that under my skin sometimes and just be like, no, I'm gonna do what's best for me. And if that's not you, then it's not you.
Yes.
And that goes for anybody.
It really does.
We appreciate you coming through, being raw, unfiltered, your authentic, true self. The conversation was amazing. You were like, oh my God, you were amazing. For real.
Period.
Thank you.
Thank y'all so much. We love y'all. We love you. We love you. We love you. I cannot say it enough. And we are so excited to see y'all in episode 7 next week.
Yeah.
Bye.